Hello. There we are. We are live. Hey, everybody. I'm Nate from Hallyak Comics. This is the FOMO Squad. I am joined by, going around the horn here, Eric from SideQuest Comics, Dope from Dope Comics, and Hagen from Lettuce Comics. And we get together most Tuesdays, have a couple White Claws, claws up, boys, and talk about comics. So we're going to show some books that we brought, and we're going to look at what's coming out tomorrow. How is everybody doing tonight?
Doing great now. Work sucks.
I'm so sorry. I mean, I haven't been to work for a while. I have a lot of empathy because my wife still goes every day. My work emailed me today, and I almost had a heart attack. Like,
did you get that little twitch going? Oh,
yeah, I was like, I can't hear from you guys yet.
Yeah. I've already started seeing the back to school like commercials and stuff.
Oh,
they're just not giving you guys your time.
No, every store we go to, they have all the backpacks out and stuff, and my son and I are both like, no. And I think my wife is mostly like, she's mostly supportive of us having a good summer, but she's also like, you guys could use some structure. We're starting to go a little Jack Nicholson in The Shining around here without too much to do.
The good news is on July 5th, I started seeing horror stuff being brought out on the shelves for Halloween, so they're already bringing out Halloween stuff.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I've seen that already too, Dope. I'm just like, holy cow.
It's a spook season.
Well, we got some folks in the chat. Let's say hey to the people who are here. So thanks for being here, everybody. They were chatting before we even got in here, although look who's first. K Munin, how you doing? Robbie Josephs.
Hey, Robbie.
Michael, just Michael.
Michael.
Look in too. NYC Collector.
NY.
I believe this is my friend Chris. So, hey, Chris. Not considered. Could a new channel be coming? Maybe. Matt from Impressed. Rich from Big Nasty. Adam from Up and Adam.
Cult of the Claw. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Let's see. Did I see another name? Oh, Doug. Doug's going to feature prominently in the books I show tonight. Coach. Yeah.
We figured out what he coaches yet?
What's that?
What does he coach? Have we figured that out yet?
No, I don't know.
Is he a life coach, a basketball coach?
I'm thinking comic coach.
Is that what he is?
Hey, it's Archivist Adrift. What's up? Good to see you. Fiddle. We're not college chicks. We're more like soccer moms.
Yeah, I'm drinking mango tonight, by the way.
LCS.
I am on my last one, Dope. I need to go to the store. And last one that's not tangerine or whatever mango flavor that my wife likes. So, yeah.
I started with a mango tonight,
It's hard to beat the mango.
There's my friend Eric. Buddy. I think I got everybody. Oh, he is a hugging coach.
I don't think they make a lot of money.
No. I feel like most Olympic athletes still like work at Home Depot or something. They all, you know what I mean? Like they always have a job like that. It's like, God, aren't you working hard enough? You also got to go like cut lumber. Hey there, Chonko. So I was actually today, I got really excited because I realized I'm going to go see Superman in 2 days. And a lot of people are seeing it today because they had the Amazon early thing. Did you guys end up getting tickets for this weekend?
I did.
I live in a small town. I don't need tickets. I'll be able to walk right up to the door. But yeah, I'll be there this week. I was supposed to be at Jurassic Park right now, and I reminded my wife that tonight is FOMO Squad night. So, like any of you guys. So I'll go. we got $5 Tuesday nights here in my town. So the movies are $5 on Tuesday night.
Man, that's the kind of theater I need to go to. Around me, they start at $30. So
yeah, I mean, at $5 movies, that's a relic, man. Yeah.
I'd watch. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say there is a discount theater near me. I don't know what it costs. Like
I gotta use the old man discount pretty soon.
AARP is sending me.
Yeah,
stuff.
go at
Great.
2:00 in the afternoon.
So I'll watch Jurassic Park tomorrow night, and then I will watch Superman probably Saturday or Sunday.
Cool. How are the seats in your $5 theater?
It is it's called the Regal. It's an old building. And it's a historical building, so I like going, but you're not going to have anything modern there.
Okay.
So.
Matt's got $5 too. All right. So Rich is going Saturday morning, Thursday after work for NYC.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. So,
well, my friend Eric and I are going Thursday evening, and then on Saturday, my whole family plus Eric is going. So we're gonna go see it twice. I haven't seen a movie like this quick with turnaround like in years. I don't usually plan that. But
so do you think it's going to sell out?
I don't know if it's going to sell out, but like Eric and I have waited for this for so long. We wanted to see it in IMAX. And so as soon as IMAX tickets were available, there's one like within 30 minutes, it's a 30-minute drive. So we just went ahead and bought those tickets.
Well, I hear some people saying realistically, 130 million. Then I hear other people saying, no, it's going to be a blockbuster. It's going to be 350, 500 million. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know about you. I don't follow like movies like I used to as far as like what their openings are like. It's so weird anymore. Like the way you see a movie open and they're like, it made $100 million. It's a complete flop. It's like, what?
Yeah, it depends on what it costs to make,
What are you doing?
So do you think it would be bigger than Jurassic Park?
Yes. I think
so.
I think it's going to be enormous. I think if it's good, it'll continue and it'll help Fantastic Four. I think if it's not good, it could make people the whole fatigue thing. Like, I'm tired of superhero movies aren't doing it, and then they won't go. So I don't know. I'm pretty dang hopeful. Yeah, that's where I am. I'm pretty dang excited, and I just hope James Gunn doesn't let me down. And from what I've seen so far, I don't think he's going to. I have done my best. Like, I've avoided every trailer and spoiler, and I'm just going to stay off Reddit for the next 48 hours because I just can't. I don't want to know any of the Easter eggs or things that haven't been spoiled yet.
The only thing that's slightly concerning to me is just how much is getting packed into the movie. Like there are a lot of different characters for like the start of a thing, and so I hope that goes well. But I mean, James Gunn like, cut his teeth on superhero movies doing Guardians, so I think that he could handle like the ensembleness of it all.
Brian LCS is saying that Superman cost $225 million to make.
I mean, is that even insane by today's standards? Because I don't.
It's
know.
insane to my standards.
I mean, for sure.
Well, I mean, if it brings in 130, that's definitely not going to work. So it's going
right. There's Derek. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Hey,
dude. Yeah, and then we saw the other day, you were talking about horror dope. We saw the movie Sinners on HBO, and I really liked that. It was interesting, man. Had to do, it was a period piece, very cool horror element, lots of music, Southern music. So it was cool. I liked it. I was glad I saw that.
I haven't seen it. I just went $5 movie night and watched 28 Years.
Oh,
so
what'd you think of that? Because we really like the other two.
You sure you want me to tell you?
I mean, yeah, because I'm not going to see it till it's on streaming.
Well, say it's 2 hours long. The first hour and a half was, everything but the last 10 minutes was great. It was they're on this little island, and when the tide goes down, they can come to the mainland and scavenge for food or whatever, hunt. But they got to get back before the tide comes back up, or you're trapped on the mainland all night with these infected.
With the ragers.
Yeah, so it was really good until the very end. The last 10 minutes of the movie didn't even go the rest of the movie. The last 10 minutes, this boy that lived on the island decided to go back to the mainland and just journey around. And he got trapped in this corner, surrounded by the infected. And about that time, these rappers come out of the woods. These guys wearing tracksuits. There's about 6 of them. And they had golf clubs and big LL Cool J necklaces. And it had nothing to do with the whole movie. And they just start saying 4, and they're killing all these zombies in like slow motion, and it's like it had nothing. The whole movie was serious, and all of a sudden you got about 4 or 5 rappers at the end of it. It had nothing to do with nothing.
Wow.
So I guess the next one's going to be a little bit more funny, I guess. But I thought they just switched directors at the end of the movie or something. It went bad.
That's weird.
That is weird. Yeah.
There's nothing worse than like a really bad tonal shift to destroy a movie, right? Like when it's just from left field. Well, sometimes we get together and we're like, hey, let's find, books that do this, or we'll show whatever. And today we just all said no. We all have books.
We had our own theme
that we're going to show. And I like that. So tonight is aimless sharing of comic book collecting. Let's see. Who wants to go first?
Realistically, tonight's the kind of night, too, that you got to get those pencils ready and that paper, because who knows what's going to be shown. Now, are we doing this one at a time again?
Yeah,
do round robin?
I like the round robin. Go one at a time.
All right. So, yeah, this is all coming from holiday sales. My store brought out the 25-cent bins, and I realized when I was sorting through these, I got a lot of number ones. So my theme is number ones tonight. I even had a hard time cutting down to just 5 because I found so much just weird stuff. But this one, I'll start off with this one. You guys know me. I'm going to grab it because of who it is, but I don't have this. It's number 1 of Wolverine Infinity Watch, and that cover. Wolverine with the Infinity Glove. Come on.
Why does he have the glove?
I don't know, but I love this cover.
Yeah, I kind of like that a lot.
I mean,
I used to want to know
right
how
through the glove.
stupid.
Yeah, right through the glove. I think I have one other issue that I got in like a blind box or something. And it's like number 4. I'm like, I don't even know what this is. But just this cover, I'm like, I got to get that cover. I know he had a series where they did something like this with his hand. And it's like his hand was kind of getting bloodier and bloodier. And then pretty soon it was just the bones. One of his volumes. So, yeah, I'll at least be able to read number 1 now and kind of know what they're doing. I don't know if he gets the glove or what. So we'll find out.
That's cool, man. All right, real quick. Robbie wants to know favorite superhero movie. Eric.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Probably Punisher with Dolph Lundgren.
That's a quality answer.
Had to go with the throwback.
I mean, for right now, I'm going to choose the Batman just because.
The Batman.
I'm a Toxic Avenger guy. Toxic Avenger. Classic.
Nice.
And August 29th, the new movie comes out, by the way.
Cool. Hagen, favorite superhero movie?
I'm going to go with Into the Spider-Verse. I thought that movie was great.
Yeah,
I love the music. I love the visuals. And I just thought that it was really, really good. And moreover, I got the experience of introducing my best friend, who's a black guy, to Black Spider-Man, who he didn't know existed. He got so happy about it. Just like that, like shred of representation. But yeah, he thought that was really cool, and I got to see that movie with him. So that was nice.
Batman.
But yeah,
Howard the Duck.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
The first Captain America. I do love first Captain America.
it was
Flash
good.
Gordon.
Oh, that's another good one.
Blank Man.
Oh my God.
Very cool.
Well, I'm going to show a few shitty Punisher covers that get on my nerves that I really can't stand. I don't know where to start at, but this one right here just bothers me. I guess the Punisher went on a ski trip, but he's.
Oh, I remember this one. That
love
reminds
that
me of
one.
It reminds me of Roger Moore, James Bond.
I don't know what he's doing. Why he'd have that outfit on out there. There's an extra pole. He's got 2 poles and a gun in his hand. I don't know how all that works, and that guy definitely got
He's
one
got like
trouble bullet. I don't know what he's doing. So
He's getting kind of sassy with it. Like,
yeah, he's grinding on that one leg of that one ski there. I don't know.
Both of their poses are overly dynamic.
I'm taking this as not a soldier because that don't look like any way to really, there's no technique there. So
Just shooting straight up.
Yeah.
No, he's got an earring and he's out on a football field leaping into the air. That's what it looks like.
That is funny. If it's superhero movie, I'm gonna say the Batman, and if it's not superhero movie, I'm gonna say the Batman right now.
So going along with our themeless thing, my theme is books that my League of Comic Geeks repository wouldn't recognize. So I scan all of my books in, and that's how like I catalog my collection. These books it didn't recognize, and so I have to actually submit to the app like the cover and like the issue number and the year, and then they can add it, and then I can add it to my collection. Because
So you're doing the work
I have
for
to
them.
do that. Yeah. But this first one's understandable because it is an Italian like novel of Walt Disney's Topolino, which just means mouse. But yeah, so I think I got this from Cheddar. I think it was Cheddar, or it might have been on Whatnot. But just a like an odd little, thing. And the reason why I got this is because my dad's nickname in high school was Prince Topolino because he was a small brown man that looked like a mouse. But yeah, that is my first book.
I feel like I've seen that before. Like somebody
It might have
shown
been
that.
it might have been me showing it. I can't imagine anybody else would bother to get it.
It could have been. All right. So my first one I found for $1, and I just couldn't turn it down for $1. I actually read this today. So this is Battle Classics #1. So this one has nothing to do with the rest of the ones I'm going to show, but I needed a 5th. So this is my 5th. This was really cool because it's got all the DC war characters, and they all end up working together throughout to get this man in the iron suit. So the Nazis put this guy in an iron suit so that he couldn't be moved, so he couldn't escape. And Johnny Cloud, Jeb Stewart, and the Haunted Tank, Sergeant Rock all work together to get this guy to safety. And it was a fun adventure, and it was a satisfying ending. And I thought it was going to be G.I. Robot, but it wasn't G.I. Robot.
I like all the old Haunted Tank stuff.
I loved when like the one Jeb Stewart, he's the only one who can see the general. And so there he is. It's the ghost of this Civil War general who helps guide the Haunted Tank to victory all the time. And so he tells him, "You've got to get your way to a rock or something," meaning Sergeant Rock. It was you'll need a rock of strength was what he told the crew, and they were like, "Oh, we know just what to do." It was good.
I didn't know the Civil War soldier had been over like in Vietnam or anywhere, so that way, like, how do you know?
Right? Like, he's just like, I just do. Just go there.
All right. So I'm not only continuing my #1 streak here, but I'm going to the 90s. So it's going to be some good stuff. This was a series I totally missed out on. And once again, all for $0.25. So I got almost all of volume 1, 2, and 3 of Robin.
That's Robin 2.
This is 2, so I got all of 1, and I got stuff like this too with the things still sealed in the bag too for $0.25. But this one, when I saw it, I thought of you, Dope, with the Joker on the cover.
There's some good Joker covers in that.
Yeah, and then it's got the classic 90s hologram there. Oh, it's actually showing up too.
That's a good looking hologram, Eric.
So yeah, they had all the variants. So I got not just 1, 2, 3, 4. I got the variants of like 4 variants of one, and yeah, those polybag ones. And yeah, I never got these for $0.25. I'll get it for $0.25.
Well, here's the thing. It's maybe worth $0.25. Like, I mean, if I see that in the dollar bin, I'm just like, no thanks. I've got several of them, but I couldn't.
Not even
though I don't want it,
hologram?
I couldn't pass it up for $0.25.
That was all the rage.
All I can think of is the Visionaries toys.
Yeah, maybe that's why I was drawn to it. I was like, ooh, shiny.
Would you want to buy this Punisher book with this crappy cover?
Oh, I was hoping you would show this one.
I like it. Yeah, the one he's holding onto the leg upside down.
Baby on board.
Wow.
What issue is that actually?
Yeah.
52.
The Punisher 52. Yeah, it looks like. Y'all remember the movie The Pacifier
Yes.
with the Vin Diesel vehicle? Yeah,
I
That
believe
guy's a
it
really
was-
bad
that.
shot because they've
that
shot the
was a
wall all the way
film.
around.
Yeah,
Yep.
horrible shots.
I'm into that. I actually saw it. I saw that on something when you talked about bad Punisher covers. I was like, man, I hope he's got the one with the babies. That's a good one, dope.
That's good stuff. Well, I am a sucker for old Charlton books because most of them have cars on them. And this is Speed Demons. I don't know the issue number actually. Speed Demons number 7. And it is a 10 center. But my comic collecting app does not recognize this, so I need to scan the cover and send it in. But dope. This was a pickup from Great Escape out of their new arrivals bin. But yeah, Speed Demons number 7
Got
with
nice colors for that. Usually those books when I find them, they're pretty beat up.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely seen better days, but I kind of like, especially with like Charlton's, they look better with like patina on them, I think. And I just do really like the these are pre-1960s open wheeler cars. They're just a really
those
cool
are
era
cool.
of cars.
They need to make cars like that now for us drivers. Just one person can ride in it. It's like, nope, just
They-
going by myself.
They do, but they're ridiculously expensive. they're track day cars.
I'm talking about to go to Kroger. Just one seater.
Yeah.
Keep on gas. Nobody can ride but me.
All right. So I'm going to cheat. And the rest of my theme tonight is comics I got from Doug, the comic collector coach. So he sent me a really nice AOK. So my first book is 2 books from him, but they're both Who's Who. So this is Who's, oh man, see, now I got to do the Roman numerals. So this is number 17. This is Nightshade through the Persuader. Everyone knows who the Persuader is, right?
Love the Persuader.
He can get you to do anything. These
That's me in
are
high
cool because they're George Perez wraparound covers, or at least this first one is. They're not all George Perez, but
Those didn't connect like the Marvel ones, did they?
no, they don't connect. But I mean, they are just one big image.
Which is still kind of cool.
It's pretty cool. I mean, and this one, come on, man, Disco Nightwing suit.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's
Best
popping that collar.
McFarlane is doing a figure of that looks pretty good.
Oh wow.
The other one is volume 20. That was easy. That was just 2 X's. And this one's got Sergeant Rock on the cover. So this is Rubber Duck. Who the heck is Rubber Duck? This is Rubber Duck through Shining Night. I'm gonna look Rubber Duck up.
First,
And we have to
Rubber
know
Duck's
who
was
Rubber
funny.
Duck is.
This Rubber Duck.
There's that. I do just kind of
There's
like
a lot
Marvel.
going on in that one.
I love the layouts. Okay, so Rubber Duck is pretty much what you would expect.
Oh, he's from Zoo Crew. That's
Zoo Crew.
Captain Carrot guy.
Yep.
Now that you showed it, it's like, oh yeah, I know who he
Let's
is.
see. His first appearance is New Teen Titans number 16. Was there a preview or something?
Yeah, there was a preview in there.
because him on the Teen Titans would be pretty awesome. All right. So those, thank you, Doug. I love those things. What's first? We back to Eric?
Back to me, I think. Okay. I'm staying with 90s and I'm staying with number 1. I got the A cover, the B cover, and the C cover of Night Watch number 1. Look at the shiny.
That is not Spawn.
I think this only lasted like 12 issues and then it was done.
God. How did that last 12 issues?
I don't know. I think it went under about the same time. A lot of those Marvel throw on the wall, see what happens stuff. Because I got another one right after this. That's one of those. I mean, Nighthawk went a little bit further. Sleepwalker guy? He went a little bit longer. But I don't think any of them made it out of the 90s.
Sleepwalker's kind of a cult, like a cult classic, a hit,
Yeah,
underground. I guess.
There's 8-ball in that. You got to have that.
I mean, I ended up getting almost a full run out of the bins for a quarter each. Why not?
Well, I want you to read it and tell us.
If I'm going to read one,
because there's a reason.
Maybe read the next one. Maybe.
All right. What could the Punisher do on this next one?
Now, Eric, you're an artist. You got to help us with this cover.
All right.
This cover here's got a lot of things going wrong with it. This is a classic cover. We got the classic cover number 1 here.
Oh yeah.
But first I noticed that he had 6 fingers right here.
Right. Yep.
Then he's got 6 fingers on the other hand. Then he's scaling down the side of a skyscraper, and you can see way down there is the city. And this thing's got a sign on the side of the skyscraper that's about 200 feet in the air that nobody could possibly read. And then he's going to blow up these people with a bazooka. If he shoots it, he's going to blow himself up. Because, this is not the correct weapon to use in this situation here, I don't think. And then I love this little rope. He's at the end of the rope. He knew exactly how much footage he needed to get down to this floor. So, but look at them fingers. There's 6 fingers there.
Yeah, I don't know. Who would you blame? Would that be the inker or is it the penciler that's at fault at that one?
Well, look at that top hand. I mean, he might have more than 6 on it.
Wow.
So
I think you have to blame the artist because I feel like as an inker it could be like driving home. Like, I'm just tracing it,
True.
Not necessarily counting. But that was so I've always heard people talk about the fingers, but that was a more succinct takedown of that cover than I've ever heard at one time.
There's a lot going on in that, and I think they kind of simplified things, but still wanted that nostalgia look, the old building with the sign on the side, but yet he's 100 feet in the air.
Right.
Yeah, the hotel's way 200 feet in the air. You got a bazooka. I think a Uzi would have probably worked better in that situation, but
maybe he's trying to kill a spider.
Maybe he is.
I mean, it is Frank Castle. He doesn't do anything half cocked. It's usually 200 miles an hour. So,
I present to you a book that is brought to you by Charleston Chew, and that is Marvel Collector's Edition Presents Wolverine. This is one that I ended up getting in a trade with Big B McFly, and I believe that this is Sam Keith artwork.
Yep. It is.
But yeah, it's just like it's a stunning red cover with the brown John Byrne suit. I just really like it. I think it's really cool, and it's brought to you by Charleston Chew, which is always a positive.
Does Charleston Chew fit into the plot in any way? Because that would really make it worth a reading.
If I remember right, I mean they're in it's a Jubilee, so you got the kid who's going to eat the candy type of thing. So
let me take a quick browse through it. It would be on like the last page. Like, oh, thanks, Charleston Chew. Did it? Oh wow!
I did it all thanks to my Charleston Chew.
They distract the villains with it.
Hold on a second. So there's this on the front, and then if you flip it over,
it's like the Marvel Comics Presents. Then
so it's like it's a double story in here. But yeah, let me see if I can find solve the mystery of whether or not Charleston Chew is actually involved in this book.
Wolverine is old enough to enjoy a good Charleston Chew.
Yeah,
there is that. So that's cool.
Is the interior art by Sam Keith too?
It looks like it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Let me see if I can. Yeah, so plot by Richard Howell, script by Larry Hama, Sam Keith art, Ken Lopez letters, Joe Rosas color, and Tom DeFalco was the editor in chief at that time. So yeah, it's That's pretty neat.
Marvel makes their covers now out of leftover Charleston shoe wrappers. I would believe
Now,
it.
Charleston shoe wrappers, they do a job. Like they're actually sturdy. They protect the candy. Modern Marvel comics are not up to snuff.
Yeah. Next book I got from Doug is the second time I was gifted this book, I think this month. So I got a different copy from my friend Chris earlier, I think before Heroes Con. This is Superman's Girlfriend Lois Lane, number 78. And the colors on this one are really nice. And so because Lois is now bulletproof, she's asking Superman, right, Superman, now do we get married? Because that's always his thing. He's like, oh, we can't get married. You don't have superpowers and someone will try to kill you. And I just hate that. So no thanks. And now she's like, I got powers. So come on, buddy, get them trunks off. So I can't wait to read this one. Great cover. Thank you again, Doug. Freaking awesome.
All right. Number one, sticking with Night and the 90s, it's Nightshade or Nightside. Kind of hard to read. Nightside. No clue who this character is, but she's got the 90s gothic, vibe going.
How is that a Marvel character?
I know. I looked it up. I think it was only 5 or 6 issues, and then they were done.
But here's the thing. So whatever it was, Night Watch, you said got 12. Night Side gets 5, and yet Night Cat, our glorious Night Cat, only got 1.
And then I found this one next to it too, Night Flasher. It was just all night. I was like, well, I got to get all these.
I have that one right down there.
You just found all the night from the 90s.
All the night characters, yeah. I mean, here's a peek inside. I mean, it's not bad art, but
art don't look bad.
Yeah,
the character design is very questionable, I think.
What was that? It wasn't Streets of Rage. It looks a little Streets of Rage. Everyone's just thick-necked.
I just saw it and I was like, the 90s. Well, here you go, dope. Here's some Tiger Men.
Yeah, right there with White Tiger. Yeah,
that's awesome.
So yeah.
Well,
couldn't resist it. Quarter, right? What am I going to lose? A quarter.
Mark is probably spoiling your next one, which is going to be Nightman from Malibu.
Lose the time that it takes to read it. So,
dope.
Well, the Punisher goes down under. He's I don't really get this cover either, so I'm just going to show it. So he's
that's where he goes hunting a big game.
He's got a sawed-off shotgun he's trying to hunt with, which
Not a camel.
Yeah, and then he's on a camel, so he's gonna hit that over 10 yards out there. So I don't know what he's doing there.
Oh my god!
But it says he's down under, and he's wearing an Australian hat. But why the camel? Do they have camels in Australia?
I think they do. I don't see why not with the desert.
Maybe they've been imported.
They've imported them, yeah.
My point is, I don't think that's a well-established enough thing to put on a cover.
But how about this? So he's in the desert and he's wearing nothing but black.
Right.
I don't think he has he can't go incognito. He ain't got an outfit where nobody knows who he is. He's got to wear that Punisher outfit at all times.
He's got to stick with the brand. It's a brand name.
Got the go-go boots. So.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think JSS is right. I don't know guns, but
it's a Remington 870. Right. I'm pretty sure it's a Remington 870.
I just don't know if the sawed-off shotgun's what you really need for that kind of mission.
No, if you were gonna I wish that the cover was still up because the camel looks diseased, and if we're going with like an Australian theme, and we're gonna be this ridiculous about it anyway, just slap him on the back of a kangaroo. Like,
right?
What are we doing here?
Right.
Let's not beat around the bush.
And him being a Punisher and being a weapons expert, who like lines their eye up with a shotgun, for like to look down the sights. You mostly just point and click.
That's a pray and spray.
Whoever drew that don't know much about shooting guns, I don't think.
All right. So in honor of the Superman movie coming out. This is a modern variant that for some reason is not on League of Comic Geeks, but it is, I think, really cool looking. And it's World of Krypton number one.
That's cool.
I don't know. Do any of you guys know what this is? Is this like a thing? I just saw it. I think at McKay's in like the 50 cent bin. And for 50 cents, like this is just really, really pretty, like propaganda-ish art.
Yeah.
That I think looks super, super cool. But yeah, too bad it's mine.
I have. That's what I was wondering if it was one of the Superman robots.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, and it is. I think Up and Adam said, "Is it Francavilla?" It is. If that's how you say his name, Francavilla. But it is one of his covers.
That's really cool, man. All right. My next one is another twofer, and it's not a comic. So these are 2 cards that he sent me from Marvel Masterpiece. So the first one.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, let's see. Focus on her. It's not working. But this is a Joe Jusko cover. This is number 26. It's freaking awesome. And then the other one is a foily shiny card of Dazzler in her second terrible costume.
That's terrible. I love that. That's Australia costume.
Okay, I love it in this pic. Like this illustration is really
with the headband and stuff.
Yeah. It sells it. It's it's Olivia Newton-John. It does not say on here who painted that picture, and that's kind of crappy. Oh, it's Joe Jusko. Never mind. He signed it.
Yeah, it looks very aerobics.
Right? Like I feel healthier just having
that when she was running around with a long shot at that point. All right, last one. I think I'm at the last one. Okay, so this one I've never heard of this.
Or wait, no, this is your last one because I'm last. I can't match.
Now this series I've never heard of, but I got it because Aldred did it, and I want to find the rest of these because I read this first one and I really like the premise. But it's from the artist of The Walking Dead, Vampire State Building. I've never heard of this comic company, but
I've read that book. Yeah,
it's good. I like the setup and the premise. I like that it's all you're in the Empire State Building, and it's just chaos. I like that kind of premise. Kind of gave me the feel of what was it? Where they're up in the Alaska town, and it was 30 Days of Night. Kind of reminds me of that kind of thing. Your back's against the type of wall, and it's just very cool. I mean, if you like that art from Walking Dead, it's just like it. It's just instead of zombies, we got vampires. So
that's cool.
Very cool.
It's really cool. I'd never heard of that one before.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, especially for a quarter, I'm definitely going to take a chance on that.
Well, I like to collect weird things. And one day I was thinking, an AF-15 and a .5 is about $30,000. I'm probably never going to have an AF-15. So what I went out and bought was an AF-14. So you can get one of these for dirt cheap. So you're only 1 digit off. So.
That is awesome.
A month newer.
I think Dope just started a new side quest thing. Get all the big books one before.
Right. Get like
forward. AF-15's out of your price range. Get an AF-14. So
I bet an AF-16 is not bad either.
Yeah, I mean, get whatever you can get, but I
had 179
So they dropped the adults on there, and starting with 15, it's just amazing fantasy, but 14 was an amazing adult fantasy. So,
that
it's
sounds like a whole nother department.
It's worth, I'm telling you. Does it say next Spider-Man? I've never opened it. I do not know. Maybe I should look at it and see if there's anything in it.
That just reminds me of you and I at Heroes, Nate, where we were looking and we found a couple amazing fantasies and we were like, let's see if they have 15.
we found AF12 in a box. I was like, dude. He was like, see if there's a 15. It might be in there. These guys don't know what they've got.
Yeah. Slip it in there with some other comics. Sit there, get it for her.
Yeah, do the thing where you tuck it into like the middle of your 50-cent pile.
Yeah.
Right.
The Elfin Romance, Avengers 1, Elfin Romance, Gen 13.
Punisher holding 5 babies.
We got the Man in the Sky.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, that looks just like Peter Parker
That-
down there in the
That
corner.
looks like Peter Parker on that next page.
Is this Ditko art?
Yeah, it's Ditko and
That totally looks like
Stan
Peter
Lee.
Parker.
That is amazing fantasy. I
I
love it.
think that's proto Peter Parker. With
I think so,
a
too.
slightly weird head. Just slightly.
that guy in the middle kind of looks like the guy that's his boss.
Yeah, JJ.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
He's a menace.
Oh man. I don't think we. Then we got what happened at the Wax Museum.
And what did that cost, Dope? Somebody's asking, what did that cost?
This is $80 instead of $30,000 for a 0.5.
That is a much better deal.
Yeah,
That's a steal.
I'm gonna recommend more people get Amazing Fantasy 14.
Look at there. 10-foot boat constructor. Who would want that?
Okay,
$298.
thank God it's inflatable because like at that time you could order a monkey through the mail. It was terrible.
Ozar the Mighty.
Oh my God.
Hell yeah.
Now that's a Stan Lee story. I'm gonna call him Ozar.
Yeah, there's
2 R's.
there's nothing to do with Spider-Man in here whatsoever.
That's a shame.
Yeah, what a shame.
That's a really cool book, man.
Yeah.
It really is.
I
actually
really
love
like the idea of getting the book before the big
It's
one.
remarkable.
That's so great. Not quite as weird as that. But everybody knows that the big book is Burger King Kids Club number 4. Well, I've got Burger King Kids Club number 3. So, I'm doing the same thing over here. Kids Club number 4 is like first appearance of I think it's the one above all. But yeah, Burger King Kids Club number 3. Unsurprisingly, League of Comic Geeks does not recognize the pedigree of this particular book. But I will be rectifying that as soon as humanly possible.
Who published that? Like, I'm trying to figure out why it's not there.
So on the cover, it's Burger King Kids Club Comics. Now,
Okay.
I can't believe that they built an entire thing just for 3 books.
I'm pretty sure they had office space in a New York City skyscraper.
Published by Affinity Communications Corps, Office of Publication in Los Angeles, California. But yeah, not Marvel or DC or anyone of repute. This is the first printing though, so yeah.
Better slab it.
It's Dave from Australia who sent Hagen and I a very nice picture of a White Claw advertisement he found. He still thinks about us, guys, even after Heroes Con.
Dave, do y'all have camels down there?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, dope. Show him
Straight
the
to the source.
Dave, if you're there, look at this. This says this is in Australia, and we're confused. So our camel's
Land down under.
Australian. And
That's an
do
expensive
you have one of
import.
those hats, and why don't you wear it more?
And would you wear it for me? I mean us.
He's okay. Camels confirmed, everybody.
Okay. Right
FOMO
from the
squad
source.
getting to the
I thought it
bottom.
was kangaroos and alligators. I had no idea.
Yeah. That's
Giant
awesome.
spiders.
Okay, my last book. My last book is a banger because I knew that these existed, but I didn't know that this one existed. So this is one of the Dazzler variants, and this is from Thing number 3.
Whoa.
So
Mm.
that's Dazzler kind of
What?
thinging out.
Oh, I get it now. I see the connection. Okay.
Yeah, crystal
Yeah.
ball.
So it's like body transformation, Dazzler. This is magic right here.
No, it's Dazzler.
I love it.
Magic is a different character.
Yeah, whose new issue comes out tomorrow? We can talk about that. But yeah,
that
was super
looks
cool.
like Cyber Chase to me. Like the character design there.
Yeah,
Kind of reminds me of that lady in what, Superman 3, 4, whatever, that gets
I
turned
knew
into
you were
the
going to say
robot.
that. Yes, the woman
Yeah.
in Superman 3 who gets the computer panels all glued to her face.
Terrifying.
That horrified me as a kid. Horrified me, and that is kind of part of this. I think that's why I'm into this.
I mean, why did she lose a finger too? She only had 4 fingers.
Well, because Thing only has that many fingers. It's like she's morphing into him.
Okay.
So
He's counting fingers on every cover now.
it's weird, but I like it a lot.
Eric, I got to show you something before we get to the comic books.
Uh-oh.
He is my expert X-Men guy to go to. And I'm kind of sad that Eric did not let me know this existed. I had no idea this existed. I went to one of my comic book stores and they'd bought a collection of action figures and they were all sealed and they were like $50, $45, $70. And then I've seen this one for $2.99. And I'd never heard of this guy. And he's amazing. You didn't tell me anything about Kane. You know anything about Kane? This guy here has all thing he does is his hand flies off.
Yes, that's weapon 24 or whatever. Oh my God.
With a slap back hand for $2.99. So it says the flying hand is vice-like grip is his favorite weapon, but his enemies fear the most. Kane. So
I only know, wasn't he in X-Force?
X-Force. He was in Cable a lot too. He's part of the Weapon X program.
I would watch a movie of him if he's bitch slapping people and poking them in the eyes and all that kind of sending his hand in to stop bank robbers, and he's sitting outside his hand just beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, he redefined the whole kung fu grip thing.
Well,
oh, that's great. Well,
I'd have that for $2.99.
I mean,
I'll send you his first appearance. How about that, dope?
You don't have
$2.99 is how do you pass up a $2.99 action figure on the card?
I mean, gee, guess who made him up? Look at the picture.
Liefeld, it says.
There you go.
Shocked. Absolutely shocked.
But man,
Stand X-Force Comics would know.
Yeah,
I would read his comic book.
No feet and a lot of metal.
Him against Orb, just a big ass hand slapping Orb in the head. I'd read that.
No, Orb is poised for like his moment in the sun. He's gonna shine. He's gonna be the underground. Like I feel like he's gonna go Squirrel Girl, right? Squirrel Girl was a ridiculous character, and now like she, look at her. She's in video games and she's got her own series. The Orb's day is coming. It really is.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom rips the spine out of Thanos like he does in that one comic book, and as he's standing there with it, you just hear a Harley, and then the orb comes over like a boulder and crashes into him.
Well, we talked a little bit about this, but tomorrow is a big day. Eric is going to spend some money. So
yeah, I actually said I'm going to get over 10. I'm just going with it. No denying it.
I am not getting Absolute Superman.
It's one.
Or Action or Detective. I might get one of these All-Star Supermans if they are giving them away at the movie theater, because that's what it seems like this is. IMAX fan event, which I'm going to the IMAX on Thursday.
I think that was a variant for Crypto is what that was.
What's that?
I think that was a variant cover for Crypto originally.
Oh, okay. But these are just All-Star Superman variants.
I think there's a black and white for that. That's kind of cool looking.
Okay, this one's mind blowing. Did you guys see Archie meet Jay and Silent Bob?
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Wow.
No. Now, there's 55 covers, so I'm not going to click through all these.
Holy cow.
But if my shop has this, I kind of feel like I have to get it. It's
Wow.
so weird. The crossovers they do are so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mark is saying he did a review of this on his channel. See, I like this one a lot.
Cool. Yeah.
But this is like Blackbird Comics. Like every time I see a really cool Archie cover, it is like this one here. Hey, it's the Borderlands exclusive, Hagen. So you could get that one. That's one of the ones that might end up coming home with me tomorrow. Not a guaranteed, but because it is expensive. It's like it's $7.99.
Ooh.
Gosh.
How can you not buy all 55 covers? Because I'd have to drive all over the country, go to very specific comic shops.
A lot. Yeah.
That's your goal for next year, to find all 55.
Oh, no thanks. Aquaman. You getting Aquaman still?
Yep. I'm still liking it.
This is okay. So Batman Dark Patterns, I haven't read or seen any of, but I want to read it when it comes out as a trade.
Yeah.
It's the artist who started off doing Absolute Wonder Woman, and I like that art a lot. This one though, come on, Beneath the Trees, Rite of Spring, #1.
See, I hate that IDW logo. It don't even look like IDW.
No, it's terrible. I hate
LD.
it. Yeah, it does. Got an American Psycho homage. They did these for the first series.
Yeah, I like those ones.
Story.
That one's cool. Killer Bear.
Like that one. Oh, that's a Scotty Young.
Oh wow. Okay.
That one's
I like
great.
that one. The Golden Book.
Yeah. That one's wild.
Ooh, that one's rough.
That one's yeah.
Oh wow.
That is that's a store exclusive, I think. So, that was one of my favorite reads last year. I am definitely picking that up.
I'm probably getting that Gotham by Gaslight. I kind of liked the first one. It tapered off a little bit, so they spent a lot of time introducing the JLA into Gaslight universe. So
yeah,
I'm curious to see where this one takes them now.
That is really cool. Oh, Bill Sienkiewicz.
Yeah,
oh, that's ridiculously good.
I know. It looks like a painting in the Art Institute.
Oh no, I thought it was Mike Mignola. It's not. That's
yeah,
cool.
The Batman kind of throws it off a little bit. It looked like his style.
Are we getting too many variants?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's too many.
Yes, but Eric keeps buying all of them, so they're going to keep making them.
I'm trying to get better with that. I usually get, one variant, not everything.
Yeah, I only have a little heroin every week. It's fine.
Right.
I don't know what Blood Squad 7 is, but I love that title. I don't
think I've ever seen this, and this is number 9?
Right. And this looks like Rob Liefeld homage.
Yeah.
And that's Bill Clinton in the middle.
That's what that is.
What the hell? I don't know what it is, but it's a great title.
I'm just confused that we haven't seen that before. It's on number 9, and we do this nearly every week.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, how did we miss this?
Definitely picking that up.
Oh, I'm picking this up.
This is the issue where Justin Birch told us something happened in.
Yeah. I really liked the last issue, honestly. Like it.
But you remember, he's like, something big happens. No, never mind. It's in 3. That's what he
right.
said. All right.
So we'll get to find out tomorrow. I'm getting that for sure.
And I'm getting that Daredevil, A Cold Day in Hell too.
Oh,
That's
You
the
got
last
the
one of
reprint?
those.
That's the reprint.
Ain't there a
Dope.
3? Is it?
No,
No,
it's
that's
number 2.
It's a reprint.
Yeah, is
I
there a
thought
3
three
coming
came
out? Too?
out. I thought 3 came out last week.
I don't think 3 came out yet.
I did it not. Huh. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again.
Yeah. And then there's like Fantastic Four out the wazoo.
Yeah, I'll be getting one of those. I don't know
I
which
like the
one.
Doom one.
So I do too. I like this Doom cover a lot.
Who's the
But
artist on that?
It does not say.
Yeah, they
Disney
keep
one.
restarting their volumes for this. Like they'll do 25 issues restart, 50 issues
I
restart.
know.
I'm like, I kind of got burnt out on them.
I think that's
Yeah.
that's a cool.
I've really
thing.
never read much of that, so I figured it'd be a good place to get in.
That's a store exclusive. I mean, there's 20 covers here, and where is he? Somebody, is it Adam? Somebody said the
Adam, I think Adam said he had them a bunch pulled.
he's getting 17 of these covers pulled. Here's the Alex Ross. It's great. Cliff Shang.
I mean, I understand they're the first family and stuff, but do we need this many?
No,
I mean, it was a year ago
look,
you rebooted the volume.
I think it's
the
because it's
Marvel.
also
I mean, it's the
it's a
Marvel
week before
Rivals.
the movie
movie.
drops. I think too.
Yeah, that's true. Helps
Oh, this is
promote
Gabriel
the movie.
Del Otto. So
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense then.
no wonder that's awesome. People will go nuts for this.
I think they're wanting people to read it before the movie comes out.
Yeah, I do too. And speaking of, there was a movie. There it is. Okay. So then there's this movie special
Oh yeah.
that has like it in the synopsis or whatever. It said that this was like takes place before the movie, so it's kind of like the events of the first Fantastic Four comic, you know. And so we're going to jump into the movie where they've already saved the city, and I kind of like that. I don't know that I need to go back and read this comic though.
I have never really been interested in Fantastic Four. The only reason why I'm interested in the movie is because I think that it's Marvel's, like, if it's good, Marvel can keep going. If it's bad, I think they just need to call it, you know. Then they never will, but yeah. That's
I don't know if it's I don't know. I it's real toss-uppy to me. Like Fantastic Four. The more trailers have come out, like I'm just like I'm not sure. We'll have to see. I'm more hopeful for Superman. Yell out if you see something, because I don't see much here except Godzilla. Here be aliens #2.
Oh my god. That looks like the smog monster he fights.
Yeah. Not I love Godzilla, but there's just so much Godzilla anymore.
there's a ton of unnecessary Godzilla. Just give me the sequel to -1 and I'll be fine.
I'm still getting Hello Darkness. There's the Ginny Frizen.
I ended up having, oh man, that's good.
That's really good.
That's cool.
Ooh.
Dan Panosian.
Yeah, I might have to end up getting this in a trade or something. I've missed so many issues that I can't read them. There's so many gaps now.
Most of them are standalone stories.
Yeah,
Like
some's got 3 or 4 stories in each issue.
there was a continuing story from Garth Ennis, but
Okay, that might be done by now. There's a Wolverine.
What am I looking for? Oh,
Wolverine.
Which she is going to get the Alex Ross Timeless variant for Dazzler, so I'll be picking up an issue of this in September.
Cool. That's very different. Usually he sticks to kind of the old school characters, so she's a fairly new character for him to do.
Well, no, it's going to be the Dazzler cover on her
Oh,
series.
Dazzler's on
Saying.
her. I gotcha. Other way around. I was being hopeful, I guess.
You got
Yeah.
to meet Ross, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't say anything about an orb cover, a timeless orb.
Right?
I didn't want to be escorted out, dope.
We had our chance to get it, and you didn't even take up for me.
So, this cover for Magic is pretty awesome.
That Datsun?
It's Lobos.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I see it now.
This one's pretty cool.
I'm actually 2 issues behind reading on this one.
I'm 1 issue behind.
Well, I like that one, though.
I might get this one, though, because this is like the Retrovision throwback.
Yeah.
So,
That's
I think it's pretty.
Kitty
pretty
saying
good.
Professor X is a jerk outfit.
It's even got stress marks and a stain down here, which I mean, that's great. I love it. So if my shop has that one, I'll probably go for that one. Because there's not one that's just her holding a giant sword this month. Maybe next month. Maybe next month. What is a Marvel Knights World to Come? Oh, second printing. Oh
Yeah,
my god. Hey, how many swimsuit covers you getting, Eric?
Oh. Adam Hughes.
We got Adam Hughes. Pablo Villalobos. Look at Johnny Storm back there. He's smoldering. I mean, I did not need to see Cyclops in these trunks.
The banana
I was
hammock.
gonna, and this is the 1 in 50. So you really got to pay for this.
Mhm.
Emma? Is that Emma
Yeah,
Frost?
I think that's supposed to be Emma. Even though that looks like more than she normally wears. So
Yeah. We got Mary Jane. Oh God, this just goes on. There's 20 of these. Of course, there's 20 of these.
wow.
Yeah, obviously there are 20 of those.
We got J. Scott Campbell.
Okay. Yeah.
J. Scott Campbell.
There you go. There's your big sword.
J. Scott Campbell. Remember when I said there wasn't magic with just a big sword? And then there's this. All right, so I'm going to get 1 of these, Eric.
Oh, there's Rogue.
Yeah, but if they did Rogue with her old costume and hairstyle, then we'd be talking. Let me see that in a swimsuit.
Rogue again.
Who's she with there?
That might be Emma.
She-Hulk and Colossus. Is that Adam Hughes again? No, Mark Brooks. I like that. Sorry, it's still going. Oh, God.
There are probably variations of that.
There's way too much banana hammock with Cyclops going on. Well, is this Emma again? Who's this?
That might be Black Cat. Yeah, she's
Oh,
got
okay, I
cats
think
on the boobies.
Yeah, and she's wearing jewelry. Yeah, so I probably won't get the swimsuit special.
No. Now, if I was 13 again, I'd be all over it probably.
Oh yeah. Tacky of Mary Jane wearing a Spider-Man bathing suit, like wearing the shirt of the band you're going to see live. Like, I mean, that's my thing. Like Thursday, I mean, I'm gonna wear a Superman shirt to the Superman premiere, and I know, but I'm still gonna do it.
As long as you tuck the cape into your pants in the back, you're all good.
The pro tip is to go, not even mess around with the belt and the pants, just go directly into the underwear.
The better question is, are you going to like sneak anything into the movie to eat?
To eat?
Yeah. You bring stuff from the outside or you buy there?
I mean, honestly, I usually buy a popcorn. I mean, I so rarely go that I'm just like, whatever, it's part of the experience.
It's crazy. Like our theater's $5 to get in, but there's like $13 popcorn or something. You know, it's like
That's where they make the money.
That's how they get
I
you.
mean,
These fit in those pockets just fine.
My friend insists on buying popcorn, so I let him do that. But if I'm wearing like cargo pants, or if the person I'm with has like a purse, we are loading that thing up with as many snacks as we can get. We feast like kings when we go to see movies.
I don't want to spend
this
$10
is the
on
kind of
M&Ms.
this is the kind of theater experience Eric and I will be bringing
Eric,
to the IMAX. Pockets
if you
full
can
of
make
egg
that-
rolls.
If you can make that lumpia, we need to talk, bud.
Oh, that is too
Red
funny.
Hulk. I'll be getting that.
There we go.
Ooh, Predator Black, White, and Red, or Black, White, and Blood. I'll be getting that one.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
that's cool.
That's
Red Hulk's
gnarly.
been better than Green Hulk here lately. Of course, it's Benjamin Percy too. So
Oh my God, that's Mike Allred. I love it.
Warwolf. I'm curious.
That's cool. You said Predator?
Yeah, there's a Black, White, and Blood, which I like what they're doing with that theme, where because it's very, it gives the artist a lot of license to experiment with the coloring and stuff. I think it's really neat because they did this
That's
for
cool.
the Alien franchise, so I'm curious to see what they do. Because it's all short stories too, which is interesting.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, they did a Batman series, I think. It was Harley Quinn, Black, White, and Red, Turtles. They did a Black, White, and Green.
Yeah, the Turtles one was pretty neat with it all green.
I haven't checked it out yet. Oh, here's a number one.
Is this a reprint or
It is. It is.
Is it? Okay.
It's a facsimile. Never mind.
I'm buying that 6 shots down there. That's the one number one I wanted.
Oh, okay.
I figured that might be the one you was talking about.
No, it's actually not. I missed this one.
Yeah, it's only 2 issues, and a guy makes a deal with somebody murders his whole family, and a guy makes a deal with the devil. The devil gives him this 6-shooter, and he has to kill 5 people and send them to hell in order to get revenge on the one that killed his people. So he's got to figure out what 5 people he wants to send to hell in 2 issues.
And that's Alex Cormack, who you like a lot, right? Art-wise?
Yeah. That's my guy.
That's cool.
There's a Savage Sword Conan, Nate. You liked it?
I know.
Before?
I mean, here's the thing. If it wasn't so stupid packed for me already, I could see grabbing this because, I mean, seriously, for $6.99, you get a magazine's worth of value out of it in terms of
and that magazine's been coming out, I think, every other month, and it seems like it's been a little bit longer. I don't know if this has been delayed or what.
I mean, that's a Neil Adams Conan.
Yeah.
That's good. And then there's, I mean, I just can't get enough of the painted covers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Supergirl.
Yep, we'll get there, but I got to talk about
this one. I knew you would be all over
because this is my favorite Star Trek show, and the comic has been, it's been pretty good. But normally I get the A cover. Okay, that was the A cover. So the B cover, like, how could you choose this over this?
I know,
like,
yeah.
A Jaws homage with a Ferengi. I'm there for all day long. So I'm really excited to get that, if nothing else, just for the poster. The cover is enough for me. Yeah, Supergirl, I may have to go variant this week.
Yeah, they're going throwback, deep cut with this villain. But look at that.
This
that's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Freaking beautiful. This is Carla Cohen, who I don't know who that is. But it's a connecting cover, and it goes with
that one. Yeah.
This one, I think. Lucio Perillo, a Power Girl. This is the one I'll probably have to get.
Yeah, I like that one.
It's Art Germ. It's got it's got Streaky, man. I just got Streaky's first appearance. I kind of feel like I need this one.
Yeah.
It's cute.
Yeah.
This one's awesome. This is the 1 in 25, though. So, yeah, I'm probably going to go variant because I'll be honest, like I'm, I don't care so much about this cover at all. I am liking the book. Did you see this Toxic Avenger? Oh, there's a Treasury edition, Eric. So we've got a Treasury Superman, an oversized. Now let's play a game. Which cover is the one that's going to be the one people want?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
See, photo covers always go good later. Like, I mean, think about like the Black Widow or the Thor. Like you would think who would want that, but people want it. And so
That's the
because it's a
movie
photo
poster,
cover.
isn't it?
What's that?
That was the movie poster, wasn't it? The
Mhm.
last one. Okay.
And I mean, I do like this Bruno Redondo cover, the A cover, if you will. I'm probably not going to get it because I don't have $15 extra for another
Yeah.
damn oversized book.
I was about to say the treasury editions are great, but you have to really want them because they are so expensive.
And I'll be honest, I'm more into the vintage ones. Like I kind of like the same with, I just think it's cooler to have an old one. These new ones don't have that same like attraction for me. I don't know what this is. Didn't this already come out? Or is this something else?
This is the third. They had a Toxic Avenger, then they had the Toxic Avenger Jesus thing, and now they're back with the Toxic Avenger again.
Okay.
So they're just doing a bunch of minis.
I don't know. It hasn't been that good. It's the artwork that kills me.
I really liked the Jesus one. I don't know. That's
I
on
might
my
pick it up if it depends on what all I can find.
Yeah.
That Wild Animals looks good too.
That was my number one. That is.
Yeah.
It's a strong maybe. It's a $4.99. Oh, it's not Image. It's Mad Cave. That's why I was thinking it was Image. Yeah, the story on this one was sounded kind of like falling down or something. Like a guy just kind of pushed too hard by the system. I'm going to look at it, but the thing that got me is it said fans of gritty crime thrillers like Criminal and Parker. And I am a big fan of Criminal and the Parker novels. So that's what I don't know. I don't know what I'm coming home with tomorrow. Too much. Less than Eric, but still more than I should.
Yeah, I'm going to have to really fight hard the variants just because there's so many titles I want to get and try out. Like my regular ones, there's a lot of newer ones that I want to, give a try. So, yeah,
I'm actually really curious to see what you bring home because it's always different after the fog of war is cleared and you're there in front of the rack.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, what do I see? What do I find? Type of thing.
Right. Last week, I did something that I never do, which is I went to the comic store on Wednesday, and I got the A cover for Cap, and I got 2 variants, which is like unheard of for me. But yeah, so I wasn't attracted to any of those covers like before I saw them in person, and then I was.
Right there.
That's what so like as I go through, first thing I do is I get my pulls. Then I go walk the wall, and while I'm walking around, they're stacking up. And by the time I get to the end, then I start counting by 5s, right? Because I'm like, that's average enough, and just see what I'm spending. And then I start putting stuff back, and that's how I ended up dumping almost everything I'm getting from DC that's not absolute. I'm barely getting any stuff from the big companies anymore. Everything I'm more attracted to is the indies, unless it's a character that I'm really liking, like right now Supergirl and Magic. Until a Centaur book comes out.
And I think I never thought I'd say this, but I think we're all super, super excited about next week's big comic book coming out. I think we're all going to get it. You want to tell everybody what we're all excited about? Do y'all remember?
I don't.
Star Wars red shirts. Or,
no, Star Trek
red shirts.
You guys can get all those.
I gotta have red shirts.
Oh no, I'm getting it's written by Christopher Cantwell, who wrote a really good ongoing Star Trek, but he does Out of Alcatraz. Great writer. I've actually listened to him talk on podcasts, like really enjoy his work.
I think it's gonna be an anthology of just people getting killed. Every comic, somebody's gonna die.
Is that what it is? Is it an anthology?
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know. The description of the first one reads like it's gonna be like it's gonna have an overarching thing, but
okay.
I'm hoping that it's a bloodbath, and I'm hoping that it's like it oscillates between like not taking itself seriously and taking itself so seriously. Like I really, really hope that it's that.
If they just land on a different planet every week and everybody gets killed, I'm gonna love it.
I would love it if you had like this core group of red shirts, and like I would love a 2-page spread that's just them on missions and like somebody's gone and someone else is coming onto the team, like the rotation, who's making it, who's not. Kind of like that Exquisite Corpses.
Yeah.
Like you don't know who's going to make it from one week to the next.
Yeah.
NYC Collector, it is not based on the Red Shirt's novel. It's just based on the concept of a Star Trek Red Shirt.
Yeah, it's IDW.
I don't know what era it's set in either. Whether it's
you can't tell. It's got to be original, right? Because that's where that came from.
Right.
It looks great. I mean, the covers look great. Got a great writer. I'm just hoping the interior is good.
I'm sorry, it's not enough for me to get a Trekkie book.
I never thought I would get a Star Trek book. This is my first. I'm on board with this.
Wow.
I'm scared because every time Dope gets something I'm looking forward to, it's worst read of the week, worst read of the week. Damn it. I wanted to love this.
I'm hoping it's good. I'm really excited about it. I just hope it comes out.
Yeah. Well, and you know what? I guess tomorrow was it IDW? Like I just read an article about some company saying they didn't have enough money to pay people.
I think it's Dynamite. I'm not sure.
Well, I thought it was a publisher because of Dynamite, like that Dynamite was holding a bunch of their stock, not delivering it because, they went under. And so
I can't remember which one it was, but I know with all that stuff with Diamond Select, it's kind of.
Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. Everyone's saying Dynamite.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Which sucks. That's what a lot of the books I like are from.
Yeah, I mean that cover is outstanding.
That's super cool.
I also like this cover for some reason, but
that one's really good too.
Oh my god,
I'm ready to go get it now. Where is this factory at? I'm headed there now. And they've got they're showing issue 2. So
that's
We've got to find it.
That looks like Phil Noto.
I was gonna say it looks like what's the guy from Johnny Quest?
Oh yeah. Looks like Race Bannon.
Which I'm okay. If they're going for like the 60s TOS motif, I'm even more excited.
It might be a little comedic.
I think it. I think it will be. Christopher Cantwell like injects little bits of. He puts human moments in his stuff. It's never like. I wouldn't say like overly slapstick or anything, but.
That's wow.
Are these all issue 1 variants?
No.
Or is that okay? Good.
That's issue 3 I just showed.
Nate got a little worried.
I was gonna be like Eric next Wednesday. Well, spend $100 on Star Trek covers.
Here's an issue 2 cover. I don't know if it's picking up, but there's a skull inside that beam.
Okay, I can't.
There it goes.
That's pretty cool. Dang, the way that came into focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the covers look great.
Okay, so yeah, when we read this next week, hopefully it's good, and then somebody out there get us like if we like it, then we want to get a hold of Christopher Cantwell, and then we'll talk to him. But if Dope's all worst read of the week on it, I don't want to talk to them right.
Yeah, worst weed of the week is something totally different. Worst weed of the week.
It's nothing but seeds and stems.
I talked to God and she's pissed at me.
Oh man. So yeah.
That's great. All right. Hey, NYC, thanks for stopping by. I suppose it is about that time, guys. This was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to it all freaking week, to be perfectly honest. What do you guys have coming up this week? Anything?
No
Eric.
idea.
I'm still covering Heroes Con material. I kind of ramped it up a little bit so I can get through all the stuff that we saw and did. I just filmed another one today. I released one yesterday, filmed one today. That's going to be another short one like I did. Friday of all my AOKs and stuff that I got. I mean, it's an idea I came up with that was the fastest, easiest way to just show a lot of the stuff off. So
Yeah.
We did a lot
after
in 3
that,
days.
maybe one more. I'm gonna keep going to that well.
Okay. Well, I mean, I spent a lot of time and money and had a lot of fun there. So I feel like I should say more about it, but also like we kind of did that thing where we built up the lead up to getting there like for months.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And like it's like, man, I need to get past this. I don't know about you, Eric.
I think
but
my
I'm
wife's tired of hearing about it. That's all I talk about. Heroes Con, too. I don't talk about our honeymoon, but I'll talk the fuck out of some damn Heroes Con.
Look, I'm not 100% on my wife's birthday, but I know when Heroes Con is next year.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I know her birthday. That was a whole thing. Like on our drive, speaking of, hey, it's about Heroes Con. On our drive down to Heroes Con, like she was talking about her birthday, which is this month, and I blanked. I couldn't remember it, like in that moment. And I have not heard the end of that yet. But thankfully, my son didn't know it either, so we're in the doghouse together. How about you, Hagen? Any new content coming? Everyone wants to know.
Everyone wants to know. Yeah, you're all just dying for it. No, my wall is set up with all the stuff that I bought at Heroes Con so that I can show off all the stuff that was given to me at Heroes Con. And I'm debating on, and I have it ready right now. I just don't know how I would feel about releasing it. Just a massive cut of
Yeah,
all of my like B-roll
Yeah.
footage that I took. So if you just want like a raw, no commentary, just a walk around of the con like on different days, then I could put that out there. But that also seems like really low effort, and I don't know. I'm tossing it over. I'm mulling it over. But
I was
yeah,
gonna do the same thing, Hagen, because you know what? Somebody will bag and bored watching that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, mine is not good. Like I did the same thing. I threw all my footage together, but I started cutting it up a little bit because it was like I couldn't deal with it the way it looked. But what you just said, Eric, like when people do a walkthrough of like last year it was New York Comic Con, somebody did a walkthrough of the whole floor, and it was like an hour and a half. I sat there and watched it while I bagged and boarded and took pictures for my CLZ app. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea. Look at it; it's on a string.
Yeah, there we go.
Does it snap back?
Halfway.
Yeah, that's how it was in the '90s. We just needed halfway.
They make a pill for that.
Yeah,
Right.
That's all you get. You just
Look
get
at all
that.
those pockets. Look at all the pockets.
If you saw that, I mean, ain't that great? Just a broken hand.
It is great. Like, why does he need all those pouches? He doesn't even have a gun. Like, it's probably just like
his
like
gloves.
granola bars or gummy
Yeah.
bears or something.
And that's another thing. It's not just going to be Heroes Con stuff for me. On Saturday, me and a certain Matt from a certain Impressed Comics are meeting up at a certain Borderlands comic so that we can go hunting
cool.
together.
Cool.
And I think that's going to be my excuse to finally make a video about Borderlands comics because I've wanted to for a while. They're my LCS, and I really really like them. But yeah, that is going to be coming up soonish.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's always easier to do with a hunting partner type of thing. I did that with Johnny, and I took a bunch of footage of him visiting my honey hole for the first time, and his eyes were like, "Good God!"
Mm-hmm.
So
I heard it too. Dope. I heard it. Somebody clip
Time to
that.
cut that out.
there you go. There's your short for this week from me.
There's the short.
Visiting my honey hole.
I should have a video out on Thursday or Friday. I don't know. I'm in the same boat as all you guys. Like Eric, I shot some stuff today, and I don't know how usable it is. Like I'm still overwhelmed by how many books I have. Like there's not a lot of like, a lot of times like you get things and you can just you have a story or something. It kind of goes.
Yeah.
When you're showing things, there's a little bit of a narrative. There's something, and this is just like that. The whole thing. It was it was a blast. It was fun. But like when I look at this box, I'm like, man, this is just chaos. Like none of this really goes together.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about this. Like, here is a really weird, here's a really weird book. Here's a normal book. I don't know.
Do you lay in your bed at night and think of things you're going to do different next year?
Yeah, a little bit. Like one of the things I'm thinking about is not doing the Westin and seeing what the other hotels have to offer, because we really could have used that late night hot tub, and the Westin did not offer it to us.
I'm going to bring Astroglide instead of KY. I think that switching it up, I think that would be better for us.
Yep. I don't. Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. Like just thinking about like, do I want to spend more money on? It'll depend on creators, but if there's somebody there, do I want to allot more money for signatures and wait in line with Eric all day? I don't know.
I'm thinking definitely dinner over the art gallery show thing.
Yes.
That's super long, and you can do both.
Yeah. And like, as far as the art auction went, I know some people were super into it, and that's great. But like my chaos threshold was, I was done. I was done. So I didn't need much more than to see it, because I'm not going to afford any of it. Oh, but, and Eric, you spoke to this. So next year, though, I definitely want to be able to go check out leftovers, like what didn't sell, and could we grab something cool for $100? Because that would be awesome.
Yeah, I want to find out more about that.
Because I mean, Hagen and I watched this guy. He walked by us. I got some pictures of him. He had the Alf #1, and he had like 6 pictures. Like he had 6 pieces of art. And I have no idea what he spent, but it sounded like he got a pretty good deal. Like, they were just trying to get anything at that point. And I'm like, I'm a guy who I got $20. I'll throw $20 at something. I'd love to have some more original art.
Yeah, Mr. Akins was asking if we were all going to be going next year. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going regardless of who all else is going to be there. Who all else is going to be there depends on how many days I'm up there. But I am definitely going next year. It's my favorite show. That's only 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Chonko gets to come next year. He didn't get to go this year, and I'm trying to get Dave from Garage Side Geek to come all the way out. So.
Oh hell yes. 22 I think is planning to go next year, which would be really cool. Somebody else that I'd like to see. That's the other thing though, Dope, is there were a lot of people that I saw for a few minutes here and there, but that I didn't spend a lot of time with, and I want to try to allot my social time a little bit better. It was fine. Like the 4 of us hung out a lot actually, but there were just a lot of people there that I want to try to spend a little more time with, because I barely like Eric from 9 Panel Grid, somebody I was really looking forward to meeting and talking with, and I think we said hey, and like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah. Well, if you stay at the Westin, you just need to get to the breakfast buffet about 6 in the morning and stay to 10, because you're going to see everybody up there every day.
Yeah. Getting up at 6 was hard. I got up early the first day because I like had the nerves and everything. But after that, we were up too late drinking White Claws every night. I was like, I was following the dope philosophy. I was like, I ain't waiting in no lines. I'll go when it's, I don't care.
I'll pass out and wake up later.
Yeah. Speaking of the dope method, Doug brings up a really good point. Just be like Dope and spend your 10K in the first half hour, then hang out for the rest of the time. Yeah. That's a hell of a way to do it. And Dope, you need to check and see if they do passes by the hour.
Yeah, because I just need an hour. I know what I want when I go in there.
Yeah, it was summer camp. It was so cool. Like, I mean, I do still think about it like so positively. It was so fun. The only thing that I did not like was my drive home. It was awful. It was so hard. I don't know how to. Yeah, I don't know how to make that better unless I break it up, kind of like you did, Eric. But I don't live like I can do it in a day. It's not undoable. It's just like you have 13 hours versus 10, and 13 hours of driving, I'll break that up. But 10 I can do in a day. It was a really hard day because it was after, all that travel, all the all the staying up late.
You got to stop at a middle of nowhere comic store in Virginia, like I did.
A Mothman.
It's
you-
insanity.
Yeah,
I
Insanity.
so and, see that's the thing though. Maybe I could do that next year.
that was
On the
fun.
way home, just stop
It was
and
a nice little break. It recharged. We got to see the Mothman Museum and stuff.
I want to see the Mothman Museum, and I don't know if I want to go to a comic book store, but
There's also talk of us going up to, was it C2E2 that's in Chicago,
make it
and
a
I would have to fly to that because Eric, I'm not driving. I'm not doing 13 hours. I'm not doing it. I would be riding alone. I would rather not. So I'll just fly up there and have you and your better half come pick me up from the airport.
Yeah, she drives by it every day going to work, so she knows where that is. And yeah, 2 hours is better than 13 hours. So
Mhm.
But yeah, I plan to return next year. As long as looking ahead, I'm already thinking like budgeting and because I know it's expensive, the hotel and everything, but it was too fun to not do that again.
The hotel's in
Mhm.
the perfect spot. You know.
But there's like 3 or 4 more.
Yeah.
And maybe I don't know. I don't think you're going to get a better price at any of those other hotels. Like I got whatever the discounted rate was through Heroes Con website. And I just don't think a downtown hotel during a convention is going to be a good value. They know they got you. They're going to get your money. But yeah, I'm just thinking amenities is the only thing. Like and I'm sure my wife and son will go again because it'll be like, a family vacation kind of thing.
And I'm probably going to definitely stay Sunday night next time.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was comicked out, but at least you could rest that last day for you left. I was wore out leaving because I went to the con for a while, and then I didn't get home till late because I stayed with y'all till like 1 or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Because Eric and I both left so early in the morning, we were able to get home, early evening. It wasn't late. Matter of fact, it was still daylight. And it was really,
it
I
was
just
for
walked
me
in.
because of my pit stop, but
Yeah.
So do you think we're going to stop talking about Heroes Con 25 like the week before 26 starts, or like, or is it going to bleed
as
over?
soon as we
into-
get tickets for next year, then we
yeah,
start
as soon
ramping
as
that
they
one.
come out that first list of who the guests are, and
Yep.
be back on again.
Then we can look forward. But like, I picture the FOMO Squad Christmas episode, we're all in our PJs, and we're just reminiscing about our favorite Heroes Con memories.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gotta be dope walking up to us. That finding the brute force one. Yeah.
Well, I like the coffee cheesecake, whatever that thing was called. I still talk to my wife about that too.
The flan you made.
Yeah,
Let your flan, yeah.
that was amazing.
It was really
I'll send
good.
you a recipe for it. It takes some time to get it
can't
right,
cook.
but then I'll teach you how to make it.
And Rich, yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
I want to
Yeah,
see
I-
what Rich has got going on by him. I want to see what's going on by you, Nate. We talk about Metropolis.
I think Metropolis we could do like whenever we figure it out, we'll have to put that date out there, and because
Yeah.
there's a lot of guys in this area. that might be able to
Stevie D
try.
probably would go to that. That's not far from him.
He's been there before.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd love to see Stevie D get somewhere.
I would so love to meet up with Stevie.
Right.
I just picture him with his trumpet, just come in blowing that horn.
You better bring
Yeah,
it.
I think there's 2 or 3 comic shops in Metropolis, and then just all the themed stuff. But it would be a fun 1 or 2 day
Yeah.
adventure.
Weekend type of getaway thing.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be anything insane. Doesn't have to be like Heroes Con 2025. You guys remember Heroes Con 2025?
What a con, Heroes Con 2025.
When was that birthday, Nate?
What's that?
When was that birthday?
My birthday?
No,
Oh,
your
my
wife.
wife's birthday, 7/24. 7/24. I confidently said 7/21. Why? Because in my head I was like, 21 is divisible by 7, so that's what you should go with. I knew full well it wasn't right, but it sounded kind of right. And when I said it, the look on her face let me know that it was never going to be okay again.
Well, what you have to then do is make it like Hanukkah, where you give like little gifts leading up to the big day.
A whole week of pre-birthday gifting.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
this will-
L'chaim.
This will get me out of trouble. I like it. I like it. Well, I think we should call it for the evening. We're still here talking about whatever.
Yeah, we should talk about Heroes Con when we get off.
I mean, we got to get backstage so we can talk about Heroes Con.
Heroes Con 2025. What a con. What a night to
What a
remember.
con. What a great
Summer
time.
of 69.
Everybody in the chat, they were chatting it up like crazy. I know I missed some of it there at the end. But thanks guys so much for being here. Yeah, I mean, I see a Chicago trip happening at some point. If not this year, then next year. And Metropolis, C2E2 is not until next year, right?
That's March. Usually it's around March.
Yeah, we got time to think about that. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much. Have a great evening. We will see you Sunday on my channel. Oh wait, I don't want to leave studio. That was not right. There we go.